Hey, everybody. Thank you for requesting this private session that Jannine and I are going to do. This is actually the second one in this book. So if you like seeing what Jannine and I are up to, then look for the other one and check it out. So today it sounds like you kind of want to work on like time scarcity and slowing down a little bit. Did I hear that
Mhm.
correctly?
Yes.
All right. So you know how this works. You're an old pro at this. So tell me what's going on around time scarcity or this rushing kind of thing that's happening.
So I decided with my practice that I really wanted to get more into the aging, anti-aging, and I don't know if that's the perfect word, but like slowing down the aging process, right? Slowing down to pay attention to your emotions so that you don't age yourself out so fast because you're all stressed out. So that's kind of where I've been at, which is hilarious because that's what I decided I want to do with my practice. But I can't slow myself down to be like, how do I make all the changes with the online space? How do I make all the changes with the health fix? How do I, all the things. So
What kind of changes are you feeling pressured to make?
on the website and switching up some things in my programs so that, yes, I'm still working with hormones, but I'm doing it more on a, uh, aging compendium kind of thing of like progression from get the hormones and the lifestyle stuff. And then how do we transform that into a whole lifestyle for every single person? What's your healthy lifestyle that's going to keep you doing really amazing things for the rest of your life?
Yeah. Here's the question. Do your ultimate like clients or the people that you're already working with, are they going to notice this difference or are you complicating it?
I'm complicating it probably. I'm definitely complicating it to a point because I'm already doing a lot of it. I just want to I want to attract more people that want a guide in becoming their own best doctor.
Okay.
So you've got becoming more me, which would be like step one. And then once they know who they are, then it's step two, becoming your own best doctor. I'm seeing a whole thing here.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. So you're basically helping to coach people to understand themselves better and to be able to take care of more things on their own. I love that.
Hmm.
Okay. So where are you feeling this in your body? This scarcity, this rushingness.
Currently, I think it's in my chakra. I think we've got it in the sacral chakra happening.
Okay. All right. Does that kind of translate like physically, like kind of like your gut?
Yeah, a little bit like low gut. Let's say like bloating, but low, and some period funkiness.
Okay. Okay. How would you like to feel?
I would like to feel a lot lighter. I would like to feel calmer. I would like to feel like solid in terms of like I am vibing in the direction that I'm clear. I'm not scattered, right? I'm not scattered with what I'm trying to put out there. I have a clear, I'm tuning to my source energy clearly. No, but I want it to be clear in terms of what vibration I'm putting out and what I want to get back to.
Okay. So what would you call the feeling right now? I mean, I know you said rush this time. What's the feeling?
Like I'm doing all this, like I'm not doing what I need to do. And like any moment of free time, I should be doing something. And I'm not giving myself like as
Which
much.
feels like
I don't know. It feels like this. It feels like shaky. It feels shaky inside.
tricky. Okay. Does it feel like fear? Does it feel like what is it?
Not fear. No, not at all fear. It feels
Nerves?
nerves. Yeah, nervous.
Okay.
And not fear nervous. Just like maybe it's more anxious nervous. Anxious nervous. That's probably a better term.
Anxious, nervous. Good. Good.
Hmm.
I will always remember that when we started working together, you clearly told me that you were not used to thinking about your feelings at all. So I always like need to like dial you back. Like I know you know the things that are happening, but what's the feeling? And that's always important for anybody listening or tapping along with us. Like the feelings will guide you to what it is that needs to shift and change. You may know the behaviors, the symptoms, the habits, but just try to see if you'll allow yourself to feel what it is that you're feeling. And that's not familiar to a lot of people. So like, you're definitely not alone there. It's not a criticism. It's just like, I think there's a lot of people out there that are not feeling the feelings, and that's part of the bridge, you know? So, and we talked about that a little bit on the show. So if you guys haven't listened to the show yet, that'll be linked below our private session. So definitely tune into that, because there's a lot of background information to get there. So let's tap on this and see what we can like move or fortify here. So, we like to give things a little rating, subjective units of distress scale rating. So with 10 being the worst and 0 being this isn't a problem at all, how much of that shaky, nervous, anxious energy are you feeling?
Let's go with the 7.
Okay, perfect. I've written that down for you. For those of you tapping along to the video, write your number down. And you don't have to be having the same sort of anxiousness or nervousness, but whatever it is that's going on in your life that has you aligning with that feeling, then dial in on that. All right. Nice deep breath. Even though I feel a lot of time scarcity right now.
Even though I feel a lot of time scarcity right now.
There's a lot I want to do.
There's a lot I want to do.
And it would be nice if it was already done.
It'd be nice if it was already done.
I love, accept, and forgive myself.
I love, accept, and forgive myself.
I'm going to get a tapping partner here in a second. Hang on.
All right.
Yep.
Hello, tapping partner.
Yes.
Oh, we love tapping partners.
Even though I feel shaky and nervous.
Even though I feel shaky and nervous.
And there's anxiety.
And there's anxiety.
I love, accept, and forgive myself.
I love, accept, and forgive myself. I think someone else is feeling that same vibe.
This happened in my last tapping session too. She's all about it. And even though I'm having a hard time trusting my intuition right now.
And even though I'm having a hard time trusting my intuition right now,
I'm open to the idea that this is all going to work out okay.
I'm open to the idea that this is all going to work out okay.
Now we're going to go through the points. And if you have a dog at home, you can do this along with them. All of this anxiety.
All of this anxiety.
This nervous energy.
This nervous energy.
I feel it in my sacral chakra.
Feel it in my sacral chakra.
So many things I want to change in my business right now.
So many things I want to change in my business right now.
The website.
The website.
The programs.
The programs.
Attracting the right people.
Attracting the right people.
And I wish it was all done already.
Wish it was all done already.
I might be making it more complicated than I need to.
I'm totally making it more complicated than I need to.
Oh, maybe even trying to protect myself from moving ahead.
Maybe trying to protect myself from trying to move ahead.
But it just feels like there's not enough time.
I just feel like there's not enough time.
And I feel really rushed.
And I feel really rushed.
Really wanting to slow down.
Really wanting to slow down.
That's what I'm trying to get other people to do.
That's what I'm trying to get other people to do.
I want people to be able to slow down the aging process.
I want people to slow down the aging process.
He's back. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't want people to burn out.
I don't want people to burn out.
And yet here I am feeling like I'm going to burn out.
And yet here I am feeling like I'm going to burn out.
And rushing through the process.
And rushing through the process. Funny how that happens.
Which makes me feel like a bit of an imposter.
Which makes me feel like a bit of an imposter in that situation.
And then I slow down on my progress.
And then I slow down on my progress.
Instead of getting more done in less time.
Instead of getting more done in less time.
What if I just let myself slow down a little bit?
What if I just let myself slow down a little bit?
What if instead of trying to get it all done?
What if instead of trying to get it all done?
In a short period of time?
In a short period of time.
I gave myself a bigger window.
Gave myself a bigger window.
What would it take to feel okay with slowing down?
What would it take to feel okay with slowing down?
What's really at stake if I don't slow down?
What's really at stake if I don't slow down?
Clearing all of this time scarcity down to a cellular level.
Clearing all this time scarcity down to a cellular level.
Releasing all of this self-imposed pressure.
Releasing all of this self-imposed pressure.
Just feeling like I need to rush through this.
Feeling like I need to rush through this.
My work is really heading into an interesting and expansive time period.
My work is heading into an interesting and expansive time period.
I love the work that I'm doing.
I love the work that I'm doing.
Why do I want to rush it?
Why do I want to rush it?
What would it take to make my business and my involvement in my business totally pleasurable?
What would it take to make my involvement in my business totally pleasurable?
And just slow down and enjoy that I'm doing something I love.
And slow down and enjoy that I'm doing something I love.
What would it take for me to be that change?
What would it take for me to be that change?
To embody what I want to help others to be able to do.
To embody what I want to help others to be able to do.
Allowing myself to feel more focused.
Allowing myself to feel more focused.
Lighter. Feeling calmer. More guided. More solid. Releasing the unnecessary anxiety.
Letting
go of the self-imposed pressure. Becoming the doctor I need to be for myself. So that I can help others do the same. Take a nice deep breath.
Oh, so cute. You are so cute.
Mowgli will calm people down if the tapping didn't work. He's the ultimate in co-regulation.
I think all tapping should include dogs, personally. I mean, I wish mine's passed out. He didn't even pick up on that one, but
how are you feeling? What did that bring up or bring down or change for you?
You know what? Anytime there's a dog, the level of anything's gonna go down for me. Because dogs are my jam. But no, really, I actually feel like a 1 or 2 at this point, like 1.5. Because what that pulled out for me was you're trying to do something that you are struggling with right now. So of course there's going to be some friction. Like you've just thrown stuff in your pathway by not slowing down, and you know better. And so, yeah, it's a call out to myself and be like, oh yeah, of course it's going to be like this because you're not doing what you're doing. Supposed to be doing. But also for me, it also feels like anything that I work with when I do tapping, I always feel more confident afterwards. And I feel like I've like worked it through in my head, like, oh, this is why you feel this, because you're not doing what your body wants you to do. And it's also not in alignment with what you're trying to teach people too. So we have to be aware of that as practitioners, you know?
And that's something even opening up to the idea that like this period of struggle and rushing and time scarcity is also a way for you to make your program even better. You know, from the data that you're going to collect from yourself and your experience and the way that you're going to work through this, you're going to be able to impart that to the people who join you to work with you and become better doctors themselves. You know? So it's really just a way to enrich what you're already doing and develop more of that same resiliency.
Mm-hmm. Agreed wholeheartedly. Yeah.
And I think like once you've done like, because you've done a lot of work already, you know, and so this is kind of an example for people that are watching, like Jannine's already done like my whole program and everything else. And so like coming back to the place of like this regulation and, you know, restoring that confidence at this point, it's almost more of a reminder. Mm-hmm. You know, like you've done so much of like the deep work and the stuff on your past and everything else where like now it's like, oh yeah, now I remember, like the answers are already inside of me. I've already got this. Cool. You know, and that's so much of what we all need is a reminder. Like most of us don't really need new teachings or anything else. We just need to be reminded of what we already know and might not be using or, you know, implementing to full effect.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, it's great. A great reminder today. Great recap for me to be like, oopsies.
You're doing great. You're doing amazing things, and I appreciate you vulnerably tapping along with me and sharing all of that. And for any of you who tapped along with us and got a, an aha moment or a seed of consciousness of your own sprouting there, I love to hear about it. You can email me, Theresa at theresalearlevine.com, and share. Jannine, you want to give your email address so they can contact you if they want to share?
Sure. It's info at Dr. spelled out JKRAUSEND.com. Yep.
Perfect. And thank you guys for listening and tapping along today.